What's going on, fam? What's poppin'? What's crack-a-lackin'? Give some people time to get up in here. Get up in here. What the hell? Let me grab that hat. To vibrate this thing. What's going on, fam? What's going on? Know everybody out doing their thing. Y'all know me, I just pop up. Every time I say I'm gonna do a live, it seems like it doesn't end up going the way I want. Yes. Patience is a virtue. I have a little patience. I have a little patience. This live is dealing with the two posters that I made. That'll be him explaining what I posted earlier. Really the text that I said, the post that I said, everything you need is within you. And we'll get to dealing with the heart. Jesus. Yeah. That part. Yeah. All right, let's go and get it crack-a-lacking. Let's get it crack-a-lacking. Let's dive into this. First and foremost, everything you need is within you. Y'all done heard this numerous of times. But we're going to go further. When you're dealing with the heart, that is where you ascend to that crown. It's like he said in the vid that I posted earlier, to that so-called heaven. But you got to do the hard work. Now, I want to speak about these certain algorithms that's been going on and make some of us aware of what's really happening. When you start seeing individuals on certain apps, rather it's this Facebook, rather it's dealing with Instagram or the TikTok, you always hearing about anatomy. And this anatomy that's being talked about, this anatomy that's being talked about throughout these apps and what's going on in this algorithm. Hey, how you doing? You at work? Can you hear me good, Heavenly? Can you hear me? Just want to know if you can hear me good. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I want to make sure everybody can be able to hear me. Okay, I appreciate you. Yes, when I say talking about these certain things, it's talking about the anatomy, especially dealing with your nervous system, because that's a big thing. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to when you hear these certain people talking about your nervous system. Because if you're not aware, we have a lot of psychologists starting to talk about this a lot. And they try to mix this in. Now, don't get me wrong. The science of spirituality comes from just what I said, science. This is why in the Bible you're going to hear analogy, astronomy, metaphysics, all these certain things that you're going to hear. But all that is dealing with you. Now, this in the middle of this yin and yang, because this represents yin and yang. This is what I want you to pay attention to. That as we done heard of Israel, Ra, Isis, El, going to be Ra, and then you know at the L. All that is dealing with you. Divine masculine, divine feminine within you. Whether in this duality you are masculine or you are feminine, we know there's both. And this here represents tree of life. You, from your brain all the way to that whole thing that makes you, that whole structure, your spine, when it starts to move and grow, your nervous system. Now, here's the point that I want to point out. When it comes to doing the hard work, and see, most are skipping over and talking about the nervous system, but not understanding what makes it move and tick like that. If you're not doing the hard work, your nervous system is going to feel all that. Think about that for a minute. If you're not really deep diving within you. Doing the work. Starting from that root. And symbolically, that root can be wherever you at. Not just certain situations, but wherever you at in your reality. See, to really want to come online, it hasn't been talked about first of doing the work. Everything starts with a lot of enlightenment, a lot of knowledge. And then a lot of us had to come back to the heart. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because if I tell someone that's starting to come online, you first need to do the work of the heart. There's a lot of things I also would say that if whatever you thought you knew, you got to get rid of. Y'all done heard that. But when you start talking about your nervous system, that first starts right here. See, everything that you do not choose to deal with when it comes to you, when it comes to facing that mirror, everything that you choose not to deal with is going to manifest itself into your reality. Actually, it's you manifesting it. Because whatever you choose not to deal with is going to be put right in front of you. And you're going to have to deal with it. So by saying that, you either can deal with it willingly or you're going to deal with it willfully. For a little bit, a lot of us might think we can get around it. Ain't no getting around it. But it's because it's going to come back each time more stronger. Gonna start tugging on you. Gonna start making you uncomfortable wherever you at in your reality. If you choose not to deal with it. See, you have to understand how people will play on your psyche. Especially a lot of these psychology coming in. Because that's nothing but studying behavior. You. Studying you. And who should know you better than you? But see, if you haven't been doing the work, it'll be easy for you to attach yourself to a lot of things that we hear. A lot of hurt, a lot of trauma, things that we're choosing not to deal with. And then you'll hear people, because they're going to throw out certain buzzwords. And these certain buzzwords or these certain catchphrases will become a trend. That trend becomes an algorithm. Are y'all getting what I'm saying? See, when you start dealing with you, you will be aware. See, there's what is called a cosmic imbalance. This is why it starts right here. And this is why you have to have that balance within. You see how that is? Right like that? And that tree of life, skeletons, nervous system, all that. It's you. This is why you hear me push self-love so much. And this is why you done heard me say self-love doesn't start with smiles. It starts with a lot of crocodile tears. But will you really be able to face yourself and do that work? Then you will catch everything that's being said. And you won't be running with no trends. Now, if Jesus used the terminology that you can do greater works than I, which goes over a lot of people's head, regardless if they're religion or they spiritual, whichever way you sway, you'll catch it. And if that God says, I am, as in the video, I am what I am, it starts with an I. You. I am God. But if you don't correct the cosmic balance, then yeah, you're gonna be out of whack. And you're gonna feel it throughout your nervous system. Because your nervous system is telling you what you're not dealing with. Whether you want to be real with you or not. But it's going to put it in your face. And that can be a place, a thing, another individual. It can be a circumstance. It can be a situation, certain things that we constantly find ourselves on the hamster wheel going through, not catching the lesson. So when people start talking about their nervous system, but yet you neglect what's in your heart and dealing with your humanity, which is these certain desires. These desires, jealousy, want to be seen, want to be in the front, envy, I want what I want, and within that, manipulation. There's some major things at play. Now the question is, how many can say and keep it 100 that I'm addressing those issues? Because see, I'm gonna share something with you. When we don't address these issues, it's easy for us to talk about someone else. Let me say that again. When we're not addressing our issues, it's easy to start talking about somebody else's situation. And I ain't got to tell y'all about that because y'all already know. Y'all already know how they go. And one of the most biggest thing being talked about, I'm going to just touch on it briefly and move on, will be young Pharaoh. Some people feel it is what it is. But let me get you to understand something. There's three things that we do in our humanity. We either act like a crab, a catfish, or we act like a piranha. Now let me break them down for you. That catfish don't give a damn. It's gonna eat. They're gonna eat. And they're gonna eat anything. So some people say that's like energy vampire. But see, I'm giving it to you in a whole different spiel. And then we have that piranha. That piranha, many wait for the fall. Many want to be in that, on that type of time. Many want that light, that attention, everything that comes with it. Oh yeah. Why do y'all think this what we are on now, Miss Social Media, what I call the false light? It's a lot of want to be seen. It's a lot of everyone think I'm the one. This is the whole thing why I say Jesus is the example. It all comes down what's in your heart. Because I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on. Let the truth be told. Many, include myself, I got a lot of chills from that young brother. See, I'm so secure in me. I ain't gotta hide behind the scenes and say he put in a lot of work. He put in a lot of work. Was he a little arrogant? Yeah. But he put out a lot of information. And some of everybody, and I mean some of everybody, took something away from that, including me. Because I'm the type of individual I can learn from anyone. Anyone. There's no highs and lows for me. I can learn from anybody. See, that's what being humble is about. Not being humble to someone, but being humble to you. Now let's move on from that. But what I'm showing you is the hard work. Everyone can start off with enlightenment. But if you ain't did the work, this is why you also hear me say, you'll be leaking. Whatever in that heart is going to leak. And where's the first place do it go? Your nervous system. See, when you ain't doing the work, it ain't things outside you gonna irritate you. Let me say that again. When you doing the work, there's nothing outside of you gonna irritate you. And if it is, then you need to question yourself. Why am I feeling a certain kind of way? Why I'm feeling the way? Sorry about that, y'all. See, when you got peace within you, true peace starts within you. See, I done said this several times. There's no one can be your peace. They're either gonna add to it or they gonna disrupt it. And here's the thing, it'll be so much peace in you that they'll move around. Now let me tell you from another perspective. As some of the readers will say, you irritate their demons. I'm just saying, fam. Everything starts with you. Jesus represents the heart. That's why you see me post that post, the picture with the heart. And if you pay attention to that heart, it got some fire behind it. See, when you elevating from that root, that red, that Satan, you have to bring him into the heart. This is where the transfigure takes place. When you're doing the work, it shoots up. That Kundalini. What they call in the church, the Shekinah glory. That great mother, the feminine. Oh yeah. Why you think there are so many pictures of him sitting in the middle of the yoni? Now, feminists, who's the one that really been put on crucifixion? Who's really been the one that's been crucified? If the crucifixion is in here, then y'all hold another one that's down at the South Gate. Kind of look like this uncle. Going up, overs. So that means y'all really have to pay attention. I mean, y'all really have to pay attention to these algorithms and these people that are pushing a lot of these trends. You have to do the work. And you need to ask yourself, where did the fuck did they come from? Because y'all should know by now. Just because the people got a bunch of likes don't mean that all add up. TikTok will show you if you pay for some. Hell, ain't much here show you if you pay for some. So are you really paying attention? Are you really paying attention? Are you really paying attention to your work? Are you really more focused on something outside of you rather than your attention having the blinders on doing your work? Are you being distracted? Are you being tugged from here to there? Because even when he went through that of Moses, Being in the desert, that's no different than that boat being swayed from here, being swayed to there. So where are you on your journey? Because when we start talking about this nervous system and we leaving out this heart, that's something serious. And it's also about being honest with you. See, it's one thing for someone to cause all these delusion, coming with all these so-called games, whatever you want to call it. But if for you to do it to yourself, that's a whole nother thing. For you to set your own illusion and walk in that, that's something serious. See, this right here is gonna help with why your nervous system is moving the way it's moving. Are you really doing this work? And also, there's truth in that book. And let me tell you something. We should be at a point on this journey, not about worshiping Jesus, but understanding that Jesus is the heart work. And as I said, Jesus represents a people. Now, why is it that we're the only ones acting like goddamn piranhas, tripping, and then some of us, not all, we'll talk about the white man and all this, but hell, last time I checked, they giving us flowers, every other ethnicity. And at this point, it ain't even much about this. This right here with us is just to help you not go crazy, but if you drive yourself there, that's something totally different. If you're not being honest with yourself, that says a lot. And see, this yin and yang, you have to find yourself in the middle. You can't sway so much on the left to the right. It has to be balanced. Feminists can't be too damn masculine. Please, what it do, bruh? Feminists can't be too masculine. Just as male can't be too feminine. This is why a lot of the nervous system is crazy. Because the nervous system is crazy because a lot of us are not doing the hard work. We're not putting in the work of the heart. So when it's talked about with Jesus, Jesus represents nothing but your heart. Do you really want to go through to get to, for you to ascend, and for you to become that and move in which you are? Plain and simple. It's not rocket science, man. We can talk metaphysics. We can talk all these things. But it's a come a time that you're supposed to walk in all that shit. Because you are all that. You are all that. And much more. Much more. So, what we gonna do? And we gonna keep blaming the nervous system, and we're not gonna say nothing about what's going on with the heart? Oh, I can't forgive mama. Oh, I can't forgive my son. Oh, I can't forgive my baby daddy. Oh, I can't forgive my aunt. Oh, my grandmother just getting on my nerves. Come on, man. At the end of the day, when you start doing the hard work, do you know the first thing that you have to do? When you start doing this hard work, the first thing you have to do is take accountability of your part. Think about that for a second. In anything that's going on with you, you have to take accountability. And see, that's why many nervous system are jacked up, not want to take responsibility. Yes, there's certain things that we digest, we play some, play to a degree. Yeah. But mainly, if you're not doing this work, then you playing. And your first leader is your damn self. Let me say that again. Your first leader is your damn self. You have to learn to trust you. Not me, not no one else. Can you get some jewels? Yes. But your first leader is you. I'm saying that because many are looking for another leader when it's you. Many have a lot within them that they don't even much want to talk because they don't trust themselves. Many can hear numerous of people talk. They can hear the experience. Oh, I want that. Well, you got to go through some things, and that starts with your heart. Because many have already went through some things, but they don't trust themselves to open their mouth. And that's a shame. Shame on you. All of us come equipped with everything we need. Even if you in a group and you listening to a live. Let's say hypothetically I'm talking right now. You in a group. And I say, anybody want to share anything? Or anybody got a question? Do you know the worst question asked is the question that's not asked? See, that's something still dealing with the heart and the nervous system. See, many don't see it like that, but it is what it is. If you don't really truly trust you, truly love you, then you cheating yourself. No one can count you out of nothing but yourself. Because whatever you say I can't do, your whole system shuts down. That's how much power you have. You have so much damn power that you can shut your damn self down. You also have so much power that if you so caught up, like some of us on this this media, you'll shut your damn self down. And we'll be thinking it's something outside of us. It's really just you shutting you down. Because you ain't catching what you're supposed to be catching. Yeah. So when we talking about this nervous system, makes you look at that nervous system a little different, doesn't it? See, it already be going from here to there, and then it's just gonna go everywhere. And you remember, you are the tree. That tree has many branches. It goes through all. This is why you have to do the work. So those certain branches that need to fall needs to fall off. Because in anatomy, what does it tell you about this sophisticated suit? We designed it to heal itself. But healing first started in the heart. So how we jump straight from to the nervous system? Make it make sense, fam. Everything starts with your heart. Dealing with you. Taking accountability of whatever you're going through first with you. And then forgiving yourself. Give yourself some grace. Let me say that again. Give yourself some grace. I'm not the first person told you this. When I said there's certain things we attach ourselves, I remember watching Cat Williams live. I'm going to tell you the one. I want y'all to go back and check it out. He had on this green jacket. They was calling him the leprechaun. And in there he said, you know when these certain shows used to come, these certain programs would come on late at night, some of us might have been blowing, some of us might have been sipping. And they like, hey, are you feeling that you just can't do certain things? And he was like, yeah, I do feel like that. Do you feel like you just don't have no energy? This can be caused by this, and you might need to take this. Oh shit, I might do need to. You see where I'm going with that? You see that a lot of people end up on all type of prescriptions and all that shit. Running to the doctor because they don't really want to deal with them. Or certain people put their focus on other people because they don't want to deal with themselves. Or they so busy, everybody doing something every day. I gotta do this, I gotta do this. When are you really sitting with you? When are you really dealing with you, with your heart? Do y'all know there's a lot of people can't deal with themselves? They can't sit with themselves? That says a lot. Do the hard work. Because no matter what chaos that you feel you're going through, and let me share something with you. If you keep doing the work, in the chaos, there's peace. If you keep going, you keep doing the work. Let me say that again. Within the chaos is peace. keep going and keep doing the work. I mean, doing the work. Not faking it till you're making it. Doing the work. See, I'm a fine believer of this. You can bullshit everybody else, but behind closed doors, you know how you move. You can bullshit everyone else, but when it's just you, you know what you are doing. So do the work, and then you won't be leaking. It won't be leaking into your nervous system. Then you won't have all that what you're dealing with being placed in front of you, playing over and over. When you do the work, it works the same. Then things will manifest. You will manifest things that's supposed to go. That's supposed to happen. And those certain branches that need to fall will fall. And new will grow in that place. Because that's just how sophisticated the soup is. I just wanted to stop by and drop that on y'all. It's not rocket science. Understand what you're giving your attention to when these people start talking psychology. Because see, those that follow that, they're leaking. And it's easy to attach to something if you still ain't did the work. If you ain't did the work, you'll see it. And if you're doing the work, many ain't gonna want to come around you that's like that. Unless they really trying to get to where you've been. Where you going. Because whether we know it or not, we all inspire someone to a degree here and there. Even when you ain't trying. So what that heart do? Get that heart right, and your nervous system will follow. That's all I got for y'all, fam. Peace. Love y'all. Catch y'all on the next one.